Help, help, my grandma said. I wanted to start off by saying I'm sorry for your loss. How often did you visit your grandmother?
I visited her every week. She was my only family. I mean, of course we were close.
Taking care of an older person can be, well, a lot. Did that ever become overwhelming for you?
Overwhelming? No, not really. I mean, she was my grandma after all. You don't really just give up on family.
The crime scene showed signs of a struggle. Did you notice anything unusual before the night of your grandmother's murder?
No, nothing unusual. She mentioned hearing noises outside about a week before, but I just assumed it was just animals.
Your grandmother seemed to rely on you a lot. Did you ever feel like she asked too much of you?
No, I didn't think about it like that at all. She was old and needed help. But that's not a crime, is it?
Can you explain why we found your footprints leading away from the house?
I ran out after I found her to go find help. I didn't know what else to do.
Do you have access to a bow and arrow?
A bow and arrow? No, I wouldn't even know how to use one. But I do know a hunter in the area that helps out my grandma time to time.
Oh no. Put your hands behind your back, sir.
You're coming with us.
You've helped the victim before. What was your relationship like with her?
She's needed some help before. Cutting firewood or fixing things. Nothing too personal, just being friendly.
We know you've worked with arrows before. Do you recognize this arrow we found at the scene?
Looks like your standard arrow. I've got plenty like it. But so do half the hunters in the area.
Look, we found fur and footprints at the scene. Have you been hunting in the area recently?
I mean, I hunt all over. It could be mine. It could be someone else's. I don't really know.
The victim often asked you for favors. Never frustrate you?
Not really, no. I mean, yeah, she did call on a lot of favors, but nothing worth this reaction. Little agitating for sure, though.
So, where were you on the night of the murder? Is there anyone that can confirm your whereabouts?
I was in my cabin alone that night. Didn't know that was such a crime these days. Oh, that doesn't help my case, does it?
The medulla on the strand is over half the wood.
It doesn't match either of the suspects.
But that's impossible. Only animals have over half a width index.
The fingerprints we found on the arrow doesn't match anything on Aphis.
The footprints found at the scene aren't coming up on Soulmate.
I've never seen anything like this before. The autopsy reveals the cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. They're ruling it as a homicide.
The blood evidence shows that she only lost 500 milliliters. That means she couldn't have been dead for more than 30 minutes when police arrived.
This must mean Little Red's telling the truth.
The medical examiner found DNA under her fingernails.
It doesn't match the hunter and CODIS.
Who could have done it? The evidence we found points to an animal being the perpetrator.
What could this possibly mean?
Didn't the wolf have a son? Wolf, you're under arrest for the murder of Red's grandmother.